So I've been doing some work and I've been just trying to get this database stuff. I'm trying to avoid like so many concepts at once so I don't get overwhelmed. But yeah, this time I think I'm just gonna use a railway instance. Um, so that um, yeah, so like okay, let me first create the table. So we'll do URL. So I don't have to set up the Docker stuff. I mean, the Docker stuff I probably should do, but I don't feel like it right now. So we have an ID serial. I guess we just do it in big int primary key. We'll do another one. Struct or storage. So right now I need like a wrapper around the let me first do that real quick before I move on. So let's so my I need to do some like so we have like the storage here and then we pass the storage into our app. And yeah. But the app or storage and then we pass the storage into our uh we pass the storage into the thing here. So like we're passing the storage into our app right now. Our functions are just our handlers are not they're just like on their own. I'm okay, so service should actually should have a storage interface. Store which is of type storage, I think. Hold on, storage. Yeah, this is here. We actually have an instance of it. Okay, I probably should get rid of this to be honest. PQ, yeah, they're fine here. So these are all the CRUD operations that I can do. Mostly CRUD. You know what? I should have this table in our thing. So URL struct db. So wait, the structure actually gets created. So I just need to register my. So I need to I need to make my handlers talk to my service. So service url.go. So let's actually do that real quick. So let me create the service, which is service dot new, which I should pass in. No. I need to have access to. Wait, hold on. Wait. Yeah, I don't have any way to talk to my database. Um, um, maybe, okay, instead of, I also have, okay, maybe, hold on, maybe I talk to my storage here of type storage, right? Like, I don't want to touch the database stuff. I only want to touch with this abstraction here, right? So the storage here, but how do I do that? Do I need to make the type again? Wait, so the service, I need to create a service, and then the service should have, oh my god, I'm getting confused now. Hold on. My readme here, it says to do the database connection, 3 layers, the controller, service, storage layer. A simple tool branch. Okay, so controller, service, and then storage layer. So the service should talk with the storage layer, and the storage layer talks with the database details. So the main.go, I need to create a new instance, but the thing is my service is not that good actually. Generate short delete, yep. So generate get delete, but I should talk to I need to be able to talk to my database. Okay, this is getting tricky. I don't know what exactly I'm trying to do here. So we have the command, we have the main.go. We're getting our database creds, db error, new db.new, 3030. Okay. These are all the database stuff. So we store the storage and the service there. Okay. And then these are middleware stuff. And then the re-register route. Should I have a wrapper around it? So yeah, I have to have a wrapper around my handlers because my handler needs to use the service. So okay. That's why I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do api.go. And then we'll have type struct or app struct, which is gonna just store the service. Which is of type service dot. Oh wait, no. Okay, now I get it now. Hold on. So in our service service layer, I just need a storage, right? Storage, right? Which is of type storage dot storage, right? So we have our thing here, and I just need to pass that as well. So I'll also pass that here. So now in our main.go, I have to pass that into our thing. Okay, actually in my new, I'm not gonna take this. We're not gonna initialize this. What is generate? That doesn't make sense. generate should take long URL. Okay, and then the main.go will now take a store. Yeah. I don't want to take it. Should I take a copy? I probably should take an instance of a pointer to it. So let's do that instead. And a pointer, or hold on, let me. Well, okay, hold on. Let me put that in. And then go back here. Storage. Generate with long URL. Generate and store the long to short. Yeah. So new shortener. Okay, what's wrong with this actually? Oh, because this is a pointer. So let's pass in a pointer. Yeah, I want a pointer to this. So now everyone's happy. So now the service has access to my database, or not, can talk with a abstraction of the database, right? So we have the new here, then we return the shortener. Generate with long URL, generate and store the long to short. Okay, and then now we have all these methods. Now the only problem now is my handlers. My handlers won't be able to talk to the service. But if I make more, so I have a, yeah, I just need to make a handler struct. Type handler struct. No, let's do this. Let's call this an app. I like the app idea. So basically, all we have is a service dot service package main service dot shortener, right? Which is that, yep, it passes in that the actual thing. So we'll pass it into our app, and then everybody in our main.go, or every main here, everyone's gonna have is just a wrapper around that. It's a app and then health a retrieve a app right, and then the main.go here. Okay, so now I just need to create an instance of it. So after I make that, I should probably make the app as well, which is just app well, I guess I do that, and then I make the app, and then I pass in the service with this actual service here. I need a pointer to it. Wait, what? Wait, what is this return me again? The service shortener. And the app expects a point. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, let's do another pointer to that. And then perfect, yeah. So now we have an app. Now all of these will basically break unless I do that. And it still is okay because these functions still implement what the Go router or like what HTTP wants us, which is the router thing, which is just something of a function that takes in a response writer and a request. So now when I have these handlers, I basically am able to interact with my database, because my database, or my not database, my service, which allows me to interact with my service now is able to interact with a storage abstraction, and my storage abstraction actually has the storage abstraction enforces an actual this thing here, which actually talks to the database. Holy circle jerk, this is a crazy amount of work, but okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is basically it. This is like, not basically it, but now, okay. There's probably a lot of things I need to fix up. So like, yeah, so now we created the app. We do like create all the database credentials, yada yada yada, stupidity stuff. Anything wrong here? Like anything that's crying? So now I need to work on my service logic. So the service logic basically allows me to do this. So we have a generate long URL. That is essentially generate. So the generate should give me, what should it have? Well, generate, all I really care about is the string, so that gets us fine. So we can do the shortener here. Okay, so now I have access to it. So in my actual thing, storage. So what do I actually get? Okay, I have s.storage here. Do I get to do like URL storage dot create? Well, I don't create. Yeah, and then I pass in a long URL, right? Which turns me an error. I handle the error. And if error does not nil, return error. I should probably do this instead. Why is this crying? Oh, is there more stuff too? Oh, I need to, okay, that's interesting. So I need to have context that, and I actually need to have instance of the URL struct. Well, that doesn't make fucking sense. Why would I have that? What does this crate do? that makes no sense because I don't even have that. That's what I want to create, right? Oh, okay, makes sense. Okay, so I should make it. So let's actually create that var URL URL. I don't know where that is gonna be from actually. Where would this be? So URL here generates that such thing. Okay, whatever. Anyways, I think it's good enough for today. I'll fix up like the database stuff, and then I'll see if I have an actual connection on my own time, and then we'll finish up like the logic on the handlers, and then we should be able to wrap this up. Anyways, see you guys tomorrow.